Well, it's 2017. It's time to hit the ice. The new year's begun, and lots of our inland lakes are froze here in northern Michigan, and we're really excited to get out and do some fishing. We have been out over the course of the past couple weeks. We've had some inconsistencies in the weather, which have kind of made some unsafe conditions on some lakes and some better conditions on others. But for the most part, we're just gearing up to get out. We haven't went out onto the lakes with any machines yet or ATVs, so we're still packing really light. And today I just wanted to go over a couple things, a couple of safety tips for anglers to kind of read up on and just kind of see what we like to do to take proper precaution to be safe. When I'm first hitting the ice, I always, number one, like to bring one friend at least. It's not worth going out. Even if you see other people, you should always bring a buddy with you. The second most important thing is to have a good spud. And at least have one in the group, and have the guy that's walking ahead in the pack, make sure he's spot checking the ice every 20 or 30 yards just to see that the ice is maintaining its thickness and you have good ice. We're here at an inland lake in Grand Traverse County today, and we see people out on the ice, but we're still gonna take proper precaution ourselves and just try to utilize the spud and really just stay apart from each other. And bring our safety picks and just take our time. Because we're packing so light, we're not even bringing like a hub or a flip over shanty today. The weather's so nice. We're just gonna hole hop for some panfish and some perch. We have our hummingbird sonar unit that one angler can use once we find where we wanna fish and find our contour breaks, find some of the spots that we located this fall, because those fish are still in that fall to pre-winter transition period, that first ice period. So once we find it on the GPS, one of the anglers can switch over and use this as a sonar unit, and the other angler can use this one straight up as a sonar unit itself. Just a couple rods and a couple mobile chairs and some buckets, and we're gonna go out and give her a try. One real important thing, before you leave the parking lot and venture out onto the lake is to make sure that, you tell someone where you're going. You want to tell a close relative, tell your wife, tell somebody where you're going, even if you're going with a friend, just so that someone else knows where you're at and what boat launch to look for you if you were to have an issue. So we checked this lake about a week ago. We had a little bit of a warm spell. I think the ice is great. Obviously there's anglers out on the lake, but if I was out here by myself and checking initial ice, these are the type of precautions I would take. It's really important to see what the quality of ice is. And obviously when you look at the surface of this ice, you can see it's fairly good blue ice. There is a mixture of like some honeycomb in there where we had some snow and then a thaw hit and it melted all the snow on the surface and refroze. But the best way to tell how good the ice is to see the texture of the ice and what type of ice it is. A lot of people just think, oh, there's ice on the lake, there's 5 inches. Well, if it's honeycomb and it's refroze snow and there's only 2 inches of good ice, well, there's a big difference. So let's get in here with our spud and check this ice out. You can tell just coming through it that it's pretty solid because we have like a 30-degree day today, and having a 30-degree day today, the ice should be pretty soft, but this ice is good and firm. Pretty good ice. I mean, you can tell that it's good and hard. There's probably 4 to 5 inches here. Really good start to the season. So you can tell there's kind of like some residual pieces that broke off the main piece, but for the most part, there's 4 to 5 inches of good solid blue ice there. It's always deceiving when you look down into the hole because you never really know how thick it is, but once you get your hand down in there, you can really tell. I mean, that's wider than what I can grip. So we have a really good start to the year. Here we go. Nice. So that's exactly what we're looking for. This ice is a lot different than the ice that we had in on the shoreline. It's probably the same thickness, but you can tell that this is good, solid, hard blue ice right here. It's exactly what we want. You can tell just by feeling the surface on like a 33-degree day that it's good hard ice. We'll just go ahead and check it out here. You can tell just pushing through it that it's a lot harder than the ice that was in on the shoreline. But you know, the ice on the shoreline was good. This is perfect to show everybody. We wish we could have ice like this all year round, not interrupted by snow on the surface, just good solid ice. And if you look in here close, you can see that there aren't any other layers to this ice. It's just all real consistent. So exactly what we want. We'll go ahead and check it out. You know, we had like 5 inches in on the shore, but boy, here it feels like probably have more like 6 to 7. So awesome. Now all we got to do is get some rods in the water.